I'm Jacqueline Lorden.
And I'm Raymond Lorden.
And this is Oliver Lorden.
I've met Oliver because he came in and tried to start this engine.
He's a good driver. He's a good driver, yes.
Yeah.
He's been fascinated by the bus.
So tell us your story.
So our story is new. Well, Oliver was diagnosed with autism when he was right before 2. And we have seen every doctor and every specialist and have done everything they told us to do. And about 5 months ago, a girlfriend of mine had saw a neurologist and said, "You've got to go see this guy. He's the best doctor I've ever seen. Her daughter has ADHD." So we went and saw the guy, and he said, "Oliver doesn't have autism." And it's not the first time we've heard it. We've heard it quite a few times along in the years. And Oliver doesn't have autism. It's something else. And then he said to me, I think your child was injured by a vaccination. He said, "It's not autism, and I'm going to help you." It's funny, we started the appointment with, "Tell me what you want." And I said, "My little guy is in there, and I want him out." And he said,
So describe how he was before he was vaccinated.
So it's actually, if we go back, it was his vaccination on his 9-month appointment. Mm-hmm. So
well, that's unusual. What did he have at 9 months?
He had hepatitis B and flu.
So why did he have that at 9 months?
That
Were you following the schedule? Was it
we were following the
catch-up
schedule.
one, or-
No, we were following the schedule. It was, so what happened, so we go to this doctor, he says, your son doesn't have autism. Order his medical records. We're going to do an EEG and an MRI. Okay. So I'm very analytical. Get the medical records. So I make an Excel spreadsheet. And I type in all of his doctor's appointments, all of his vaccinations, his head measurement, all of these things. And from doing that, I remembered 2 days after that appointment, we went to the pediatrician because she couldn't breathe. And the pediatrician said, "We're calling an ambulance." And I said, "No, let us just drive ourselves." And that 2 days later, he was diagnosed with asthma. So obviously, there was something. So as I'm plotting his medical records, I could see his head started to grow off the chart. So the EEG or the MRI showed that Oliver has abnormalities in his brain. He has excess brain fluid. He has a blockage in his 3rd ventricle. And we are looking at possible brain surgery.
When did you get that news?
2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
You had a second opinion?
Not yet. So tomorrow, or Sunday, great doctor, he sees us on Sundays. He is giving us the results from the EEG. That happened last Sunday. And we're going to go from there. But where we stand today is an MRI that is obviously abnormal. You can see it.
And Oliver's nonverbal. Our problem with Oliver is that he doesn't speak. And this doctor said that he has so much brain fluid that it's pressing on the left side of his brain and compressing it, which is making him not
be able
to speak. So he shows no other
major symptoms of autism. He doesn't really fall on the spectrum. I think we were given a label and we accepted it. And had we not seen this doctor, we probably would have stayed on the path.
So do you, in your gut feelings as parents...
I got this feeling we knew it wasn't autism.
Right, I mean, I'm not interested in the label, because frankly, vaccine injury is vaccine injury.
Yeah, yep.
But my question is, do you think your son is vaccine injured?
Yes.
I have a nephew that was born 1 week before Oliver, and Oliver was always ahead in his milestones, in crawling and rolling over, and
it stopped.
It stopped as soon as we started with the vaccines. Oliver started the drop off, and then my nephew excelled.
So we do think so now. 6 months ago, I would have been probably like, "You're what?" Like, so we're looking at neurofeedback therapy. That's one of the things this doctor does. But Oliver is not a fan of the CAT. It took 4 attempts at an EEG to get one. So that's, like I said, we're new. This is weeks old for us. This is something that, our diagnosis of some delay is not old. we got it right before he was 2, but this diagnosis, this is, come here, bud.
Come sit with that, buddy.
This is new. This is new.